I started a company called Cannvestments. We started around 3 years ago. I was working for an oil company. They got an offer to be bought by a Canadian company. And that was the first time I kind of saw that there's people coming into this industry that saw the opportunity, but the people that were really in this industry from the beginning, they didn't understand really how to bridge the gap from, being in an illicit market to setting up to a time where they can raise capital, pay taxes, become a normal business. And we saw a lot of companies really not understanding, the way that you're going about financing and raising capital. I started around 2.5 years ago, kind of doing, all investment consulting. I would say when Corona hit, it really made us hyper-focused onto the issues in financing for cannabis. And we realized that there's a lot of companies, there's a lot of money being moved into cannabis and a lot of consolidations happening. And the one thing that, a lot of the money needs to understand is it's really the brands who are taking this industry really to the next level. And we've really put our focus into, helping these brands that have been in it from the beginning, that have the revenue, but aren't looking to go and, give up 20, 30, 40% of their company to some investor. They're really looking for, a strategic partner. So we kind of made it our mission to really, develop custom financial services for cannabis businesses. When Corona hit, we called 120 state banks and we started talking to them. What are you doing about cannabis? How are you looking at it? How could we figure out your underwriting process so we can bring it to private lenders who are interested in, going after cannabis and really entering the space? And when we put our focus into specific debt financing, our things kind of started taking off. We started getting calls from investment banks who are looking at how are you looking at this industry. And now we're really at a point where we're really looking for, strategic partners who understand, the financing space, who have the experience from that, from traditional financing that can really help us bridge that gap and create, traditional financing models for cannabis businesses, because they need it. And these businesses, they can, if we figure out a way to securitize them without traditional assets, they really are going to be successful. And that's really what we're focusing on the brands who aren't, million, billion-dollar companies, but really have the potential and, the I wouldn't say clout, but the brand presence in their markets to really expand into these new states. We're Cannvestments, and my name is Golda, and thanks everyone.